I'm telling you, man, who's next? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who is next on the AEW roster to say a stupid quote? Who's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, first you had Kenny Omega saying the WWE is desperate. They are scared of AEW. Then you got Chris Jericho saying Kenny Omega is better than fucking Reigns. Roman Reigns. He said Kenny Omega is better than Roman Reigns. Then for some reason, Tony Khan said might have been the worst quote of them all. This dude said you avoid becoming the WWE by signing the best people. Wow. Like, this dude needs a PR team. That's all I'm saying. He needs a secretary. He needs somebody to do his fucking PR when it comes to these statements. First of all, why are you constantly mentioning the WWE? Why is the WWE coming out of your mouth? Why can't you focus on your own company? Do your own thing. It's like you're trying to make this a competition. It's not a competition, man. Why can't you focus on being better than ROH? Why can't you focus on being better than fucking TNA? And guess what? The rumor that I'm hearing is, look, I don't watch TNA often, but I'm hearing they actually got better shows than fucking AEW. So I think y'all should be focusing on your company that you are partners with, okay? That's all I'm fucking saying. But this quote, look, I had to read this quote at least 15 times to really grasp what he meant and what he's fucking saying. I'm like, I had to read it like at least 10 times, man, 15, 20 times, because I didn't know what the fuck he meant. Seriously. Because you're trying to avoid becoming the WWE. And yet, I'm going to say it again, you are signing all of their talent that they didn't want, that they didn't think were the best. So let's go back to your quote. You said you avoid becoming the WWE by fucking signing the best people. Who are the best people that you are talking about? Because the best people that you are talking about, the WWE let them go because they did think they were the best. So they released the best in your eyes, and they kept their own best that they thought were the best. Are you following here? Are you following me now? What are you talking about? What best are you talking about? Are you talking about fucking Adam Cole? The same Adam Cole that Vince McMahon didn't want? Look, I think Adam Cole should be the poster boy on the wrestler that Vince McMahon does not want. He's a picture of an example. Okay? That Vince McMahon, he don't give a flying fuck about your work rate. He don't give a flying fuck about how good you are in a fucking ring, man. He don't care. He don't give a damn. He will have you chasing around the 24/7 title in a split second. If you ain't charismatic, if you ain't got no size, if you are not a good promo, and you are not over with the audience. Okay, so don't give me that shit. But these constant shots at the WWE is like, okay, so you don't want to become the WWE, but look, man, I'm all about the money. Okay? Unlike some of you nerds who love wrestling, I'm all about the money. It's all about that young moolah, baby. I'm all about that young moolah. I'm all about the fucking money. Who's making more money? Fuck the ratings. Who's making more money? Who's making more profits? Who gives a flying fuck about how good your shows are? How much money are you fucking making off those shows? Off your fucking revenue? Nigga, I Googled what was AEW's revenue. I Googled what was AEW's revenue of last year. And it was only 64 million. Their overall revenue, 64 million. And we were under a pandemic last year, right? Where there was no shows that fans can go to. It was all locked down. So I Googled the WWE's revenue of last year during the pandemic. They made record profits. They made a record profit. They made nearly $1 billion. Are you kidding me? They made almost $1 billion under a pandemic. So they actually made more money under the fucking pandemic. Last year, it was the most they ever made in company history. Almost $1 billion. So you're saying you don't want to be them? Once again, Tony Khan, can you please stop acting like a smart mark who was running a wrestling show? You are becoming a mark who's running a wrestling show. You can't be a mark. You gotta be a businessman. You gotta be ruthless. You gotta be a savage to run a wrestling show. You can't be a nice guy. You can't be all for the fans. Nigga, fuck the fans. Focus on making more and more fucking money. Nigga, AEW is actually losing money. Did you know that? How come they don't brag about their profits? They constantly brag about the key demos, but they don't brag about what kind of profits they're fucking making. It's not good. They're not making high profits. The WWE is making high profits. So they are doing something right. You keep saying they are not good. They are an evil company. People keep saying they got shit shows, this and that. Okay. If they are so bad, how come they make more money than you? How come they keep making more money if their shows are so bad? Because Vince McMahon only cares about the moolah, the money. That's all that matters. I feel like the wrestling business is starting to lose grip. But Vince, he ain't losing grip. He ain't losing perspective. It's all about making money, man. If your mindset is not about making more profits, you will end up like ECW and Paul Heyman. Okay? If you constantly focus on putting on great shows over making profits, you will end up like ECW. You know what I'm saying? Because Vince McMahon is a smart businessman. Let's talk about the motherfucking Thunderdome. He was smart enough to have a fake arena, a replica arena, which was the fucking Thunderdome. He was smart enough to charge fans to show up on those damn screens. And yes, those screens weren't fucking free. You had to pay for those screens, which adds on to the profits that they made last year, including merchandise, including their TV deals. So you don't want to be like them? You don't want to be like the WWE? Who cares about signing the best talent? Because you're not signing the best. You are signing guys that Vince McMahon has no more use for. If you are saying you don't want to be them, so because you want to sign the best talent, nigga, all your talent came from the WWE. And all the talent that didn't come from the WWE, guess what? Vince didn't want those guys. Are you saying that Vince wanted Orange Cassidy? Are you saying that Vince wanted I don't know, fucking Darby Allin? Are you saying he wanted Sammy G or the fucking Lucha Bros? He ain't want them. So what best talent are you talking about? Tony Khan, aren't you watching Kevin Steen's contract like a fucking hawk? Aren't you watching Sami Zayn's contract like a fucking hawk? Aren't you watching Finn Balor's contract like a fucking hawk? You are waiting for those guys' contracts to expire so you can sign them, ex-WWE guys in the fucking future. So, in a way, you are contradicting yourself. Because all you're focusing on is signing the WWE's best talent in your eyes that they don't want. So in hindsight, the WWE does sign the best talent because all your top guys came from the WWE, who you treat like gods. Come on, man. You gotta check your ego at the fucking door, Tony Khan. Like, fuck. Like, you gotta check your ego at the fucking door, bro. Because it's like, all you focusing on is putting on great shows and all that bullshit. Oh, yeah, by the way, I watched Dynamite. I'm like, I saw that botch. What was it called? The Super Elite Power Bomb or some shit. That was one of the worst, Bush League, the most unprofessional botches I've ever seen. He's your world champion? Now, the reason I brought that up was because go back and watch Seth Rollins versus Edge on SmackDown. Go back and watch that match. Do you remember a spot where Seth Rollins gave Edge Beth Phoenix finisher, the fucking Glam Slam? But he botched it, right? But he regathered himself, and guess what? He fucking did it again. So he can clean up the botch. So they can finish off the move and execute it. That's what you call professionalism. So Kenny Omega and his boys gave fucking Luchasaurus a ugly botched powerbomb, and they didn't do it over. Just to save face, they didn't give a fuck. He's the best in the world. That was some unprofessional shit. When you botch a move like that in the ring, you have to redo it. You can't just move on and say, fuck it, let's move on. A spot like that, you gotta do it over, man. And you didn't. These are the guys that you're signing. That wouldn't have happened in the WWE. If Omega did that, he wouldn't be on TV for like 2 weeks. Guaranteed. If he was that careless off a botch like that on Raw or SmackDown, nah. Vince would take his ass off TV for like 2 weeks. That was a bad botch, and you didn't clean it up. You just moved on. And, oh yeah, by the way, it took 4 guys to pick up Luchasaurus, and y'all still botched the powerbomb. It just goes to show you, hit the fucking gym, Adam Cole. But that's a different topic. Point I'm trying to make is, so you don't want to be like the WWE, right? So you don't want to be a mainstream global phenomenon? Are you serious? You don't want to be a company that averages $1 billion per year and it is a global mainstream phenomenon? You don't want to be like them. All you want to do is just focus on the fucking matches and sign S guys for the WWE to big contracts who are not gonna draw you shit. I mean, who knows how much money that nigga Daniel Bryan signed for? He ain't drawing shit on fucking Rampage. So to me, you are becoming low-key Eric. You are becoming low-key Eric Bischoff. You're just signing all these guys to big contracts. By the way, Eric Bischoff, to this day, he fucking regrets it. By the way, those are his words. So you got a lot to learn, Tony Khan. You got a lot to learn. You are not a good businessman right now. All you're focused on is the fucking matches. You're not focusing on the profits, the money. All you're focusing on is the demos and all that bullshit, which that don't mean shit. Demos is bullshit. That don't mean anything. How much money are you making? Are you making more profits than the WWE? You are not. That's what it's all about. Who is making more fucking money? Where are you getting all this money to sign all these guys? You know what I'm saying? Vince, he's smart. This dude cost cuts. Unlike you haven't cut nobody since that company has started. Tony Khan hasn't released anybody. So to him, it's a big ass family to him. Sign everybody. Let's help out all the poor indie guys. You have no discipline. Vince has discipline. Nobody is his friend on that roster. Nobody. He's fucking cerebral. Nobody is his friend. He ain't friends with none of his employees on that roster. He's all business. If you ain't drawing shit, your ass is gone. That's how you should run a fucking business. If you ain't doing anything for the status quo, you are gone. If you ain't doing shit to help my damn ratings, you are gone. If you ain't doing shit to fucking draw me something, you are gone. I don't care how nice you are. Why do you think Vince keeps on letting guys go? His mindset is, what have you done for me lately? If I have no use for you, then bro, you might as well just go to fucking AEW. That's Vince's mindset now. That's why Vince said, hey, maybe I'll give AEW some more talent. Talent that he don't want. Oh yeah, by the way, just that comment just pissed me off. You sign the best. Look, bruh. I would take Tony D'Angelo over Kenny Omega any day of the week. Okay? I would take Braun Breaker over Adam Page any day of the week. Okay? Hell, shit. I'll take fucking Trick Williams over Orange Cassidy. All right? All right. How about that? Know what I'm saying? That's the point I'm trying to make. It's like, what talent are you talking about that's the best that you have on your roster? Now, I have no problem with you saying you think your roster is the best in the world. Like, what else are you gonna say? That's not that. You have to say that, right? Why would you say some other roster is better than yours? So I have no problem with that. But I have an issue with you saying fucking you avoid being the WWE by signing the best talent. What does that mean, bro? You don't have the best talent. All your guys are fucking interchangeable. There's no difference between Dante Martin and fucking Ricochet. Tell me in the comments. What's the difference? What is the difference, actually? Those guys are interchangeable. Like, shit. Both guys are half black. Same size. Both do flips and kicks and dives. They are clones of each other. So who on your roster is better than the roster in fucking NXT? Or on Raw or SmackDown, bruh? What best talent are you citing? Because all the talent that I'm seeing on your roster, they wouldn't be shit in the fucking NXT 2.0. Maybe Hobbs. Maybe Hobbs. That's it. Maybe Hobbs. would be a player in NXT 2.0. Other than that, I can't see nobody being a player on that roster. So just check your ego at the door. Stop with the ego trip, man. Why does your roster keep on breaking up the WWE? It's like it's a fucking it's clout. All you're doing is pandering to your audience, and eventually that shit will get old. You're just pandering. It's like, hey, let's take our monthly shot at events. Let's take our monthly shot at the WWE. And when it comes to Vince, nigga, he barely knows you exist. He don't sell it. And that makes you mad, Tony Khan. That Vince McMahon doesn't even know y'all fucking exist. He don't sell it. Vince don't sell shit. And that makes you mad. You want to be acknowledged like Reigns, huh? You want Vince to acknowledge you, right? That's why you keep on taking these shots. Because Vince don't think you're competition. Why should he? Nigga, you don't want to be like the WWE? The same company that bought out ECW, the territories, WCW. Vince bought WCW for $2 million. That's what you call a businessman, bitch. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like what are you doing? That's it, man. I'm done.